So I want to thank every person out there who has taken their time to like, subscribe, share, comment, and watch. My people in Uganda, thank you so much. My people in South Africa, Kenya, Rwanda, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Tanzania, Burundi, Eswatini, Malawi, people in Zimbabwe, people in UK, people in South Korea, people in Germany, America, Canada. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Now, today on the show, we are switching things up a little bit. We are going to be talking about family, but we are going to be concentrating more on HIV AIDS. HIV AIDS is on the rise, by the way. I hate it so much when young people start saying that AIDS is like malaria these days. Guys,
it's like malaria when you don't have it.
The guest has already introduced himself. Joining us today is a gentleman who has been in the entertainment. I watched this guy from when I was a child.
Okay, stop your things. Let's go to marriage and relationships.
Let's go straight to marriage and relationships. So
you're gonna make them cut these things and put Jesus Christ with me. Idi Amin
like
with me. Just let them be.
So on the show today, I'm having MC Katz. MC Katz is here to tell us about how he has lived through the nightlife all his life, how he got to contract the disease, the lessons he has learned, his acceptance journey, how he sat down with his family, his partner, and told them, hey guys, I'm positive, and his family are very positive, and a lot of lessons to learn from you, the parents, and to you, the children, and to everyone watching the show. Katz, welcome to the show.
I'm grateful to be here. I've been watching you. I'm a typical fan. You're on my subscription. Like, wow. There is something.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
At first, I used to go through X if they had not posted something about the show. I'm like, maybe it didn't record. I don't know how your episodes run.
They run a week.
But then until I saw like, I'm like, this is a must watch.
Yeah.
I'm into an era of, as long as something is inspiring somebody out there, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm 100% in. Wow. I think I've done the showbiz and entertainment. It's enough. It's high time I do something else.
Wow.
It's like a calling. It's like I was watching a broadcast, the health broadcast. Was that dude in Dubai? And it's like purpose. Purpose keeps changing.
Yeah.
I've always thought purpose is you born and die doing one thing.
Yeah.
I'd never realized or rethought there's a step where you get and like now upgrade to this level of. I'll be a preacher in that one. Let's just go to the show.
I know. So, Katz, okay, we will come to you stepping away from the entertainment industry and things that are purpose-filled. Now, let's get into your story.
My story, I had something in my head, but the preamble of the introduction has made me feel like to get this clearly, I'll talk about relationships I've had.
Yes.
Because I don't think I have 6 kids. All my relationships came from the nightlife.
The nightlife.
Yeah. 6 kids, 6 mom. 6 kids. So I can tell a story. I don't need to go out there with dance and all that. I can tell.
Let's get straight into that.
Since it's relationship and by the way, I like that the marriage should work.
Marriage must work. And
at the end of this show, I'd love to see comments that will advise me which marriage should have worked. Because I think I had my side, they had their side. Then in between there we shall fall into.
There's that one. There's a time you proposed and we are like, Katz is going to marry. Then boom.
You know, we're talking like 13, 15 years back.
13, 15 years back.
And I met every part of that. It wasn't even showbiz.
Wow.
It wasn't showbiz then.
It was real.
Yeah. Okay, I jump out. First things first, single school.
You're in a single school?
Namiriango primary down. Yeah. Mary senior to senior 3.
Yes.
So my adolescence age gets me in a mixed school. And I'm a star.
When you're in high school?
Because when I'm expelled from Mary, I go to Chitante. In between there, because we didn't want dad to know I'd been expelled. I was expelled in senior 3, I think, second term. So I studied in Makai in a hostel. My mom said, if your dad knows you were expelled, it's going to be fireworks. He already has issues. I left.
Yeah.
Don't add on you're expelled. I'm the firstborn on my mom's side. So there was that too much vision, lawyer. This will be the boy, run the company. My dad was the first person to do car rentals here. These Uber things, ask around Grand Imperial, Protea. He was the first person to bring cars and they park at the hotels and people hire them, not even on the streets, before the street cars came and Uber and all that. Yeah. So he really had this thing of all firstborns. Katamba had gone to study engineering in UK. Farida was in South Africa studying. me was like this set of because he was a Muslim. This set I have Eddie, and for me, he was so attached to his company. So blah blah. The rest is history.
Yeah.
And now, growing up in church, when I came to Mwiri, all my life I was in KPC. I
Grew up in KPC.
bro, not growing up in KPC. I was part of KPC, Oils of Gladness, school tours, singing, emceeing concerts at Beaton, the interchurch things where Miracle Center used to come to. They had Uwama where big gospel artists joined to do one band choir concert,
Yes.
like the best in Kansanga Miracle Center, KPC, Rubaga Miracle Center, Full Gospel. They get like the 5 best, then they combine into one choir and they do covers.
Yes.
I don't know who can bring back that. Like one choir could do a CC Winans, another one sees like a Don McLean, Don Moen, another one does like a Kang Franklin, and it's one concert for 2 hours. Oh God.
You were part of those.
Oh God, I've not seen gospel sweet like that.
Mm.
When you have to pick the best voices from every church, so everyone brings their crystal clean people.
Yeah.
Let it be a dancer. I told you if we divert, my stories are many.
It's
Okay. So when I joined Mwiri, I'm in Scripture Union, but because I had that background of KPC, the Oils of Gladness, Camp Franklin kind of vibe. Scripture Union, like shows became a bit energetic. So the sexual award started saying, there's a new vibe. When these people go to pray these days, their energies. When we go for interact in schools, why don't we put in a gospel part that is that what? That is Kazora saying that. Let's put in a gospel thing, but that has vibe, because they had this worship, oh God, you come, you worship. So me, I came with we can jump and rap on gospel. I have my music. I used to escape with radios. I think there's this gospel song. Some of them even thought that I'll lead you to another. How long is this podcast?
For as long as it is.
Good.
Yeah.
So the transition of leaving church comes by them taking me to Interact to start going to schools. Because you remember Interact, we used to go to Nabisunsa comes to Nabingo, Mwiri goes to Wooddo for performances. So that's when I tap into the Satchel Award. That's when I know there's a kid called Puff Daddy. I'm seeing Kazora do Usher. I'm like, these niggas are cool.
Yeah.
So slowly they started, it starts diverting. You're like,
from gospel to
you see, like, you went to Navisus and girls were screaming on this song, you got it bad when you're stuck, and so, like, I can do that thing. Don't back on your show.
Yes.
Cut the long story short, we jumped, we expelled, but because we had been in these Interact different schools, when I'm expelled that holiday of senior 3 holiday, and I'm changing into highway, before I go to Chitante, there are school day shows at Little Flowers, at Sparks, there was that Fido Dido up there. My face was familiar. So people used to come to church. You know, church with Danga. Mubama bebuzabuza during the in the night their reality comes out. So this guy is cool, he came to our school. That's when one guy gets me to deviate. So you can imagine the face is familiar, and I'm around adolescence.
You're in your adolescence.
Yeah, I'm now free. Remember, I couldn't move from my dad's, but now because we didn't want to, I was expelled, I was in hostel. That means I'm being exposed. Nobody tells me what time you have to come back. Or probably give Askari 5K opens for you. You're getting the whole transition. So I learn alcohol.
Wow.
Now, you know how these showbiz things are. People see you on stage and girls are screaming. After the show, you sit and the rest is automated. I like you, guy. You sang well. You came to Nabing. You came to Nabisus. You came to St. Lawrence. You came to Vienna. Tiber show was good. Now I'm in schools. DJ Rota is taking me to St. Lawrence. I'm doing Vienna, Hannah. I'm the cool R&B kid.
Yeah.
Then when I go home, I watch what Puff is doing, what is Usher doing. If it's a show, I go to Win or get it.
Wow.
If it's a pant, I will go look for it until I get it. So the mixture is in there. Because some level I feared girls because I have that background of what? Single. Yeah, I've never. I sign autograph sags, but I love you until we got kids. Yeah.
You were shy.
Not shy. I didn't know what exactly happens.
Yes.
Your heart once, but then after when she comes, what do I tell you? Where do I take you? What do we say? What do we do? I'm not yet obscene seeing things yet. I still have my church. It's just the performance that is secular. But the me is spiritual. Now, luckily enough, I had a crush on a girl in Chitante that she was high end. She used to move the Priscilla Ray. Remember Priscilla Ray? The model. Priscilla Ray was a gangster. She plays basketball. She's a model to the pick and cool cars. I'm with Nikki Nola, the basketball team of Chitante, the cool people. So you have a way you connect.
Yeah.
Flavia to me before, she's low key.
That's my boss.
Flavia from way back.
She was humble and low key.
Even when we met at WBS, does her job, goes to her mother. Tomuvuga speed ya star. So on these things of when the girl I wanted in Chitante, when they didn't like me back, it hurt. But it was because it was the coolest girl. She was pretty and all eyes on you, kwepa and car. I don't eat school food kind of thing. Yeah. Where you gonna be? If it's gonna be Silk, I don't like that car place. Maybe we'd go Nando's.
Nando's was in those days.
You also that old. You started this. I thought I'm explaining to a gents. Boba ya ku Nando's.
I'm a millennial. I was born in 90.
Fourth floor, bro. Fourth floor. Nando's. Unless you went there when you're 2 years. Quick one. So the first time I did somebody's a rapper, there was a group, if you remember, Laika, Milka. People on the streets remember that group. There was a third quiet girl, but she used to do like MC Light. It was like the first 3 girls who came and were doing Missy Elliott, EVE, and there were 3 girls and they were good at it. I don't mean these things of miming, these things of the beat and they're spitting every word.
Wow.
Dressed like. So you can EVE, Dabrat, and Missy on one stage. The now Nicki Minaj, Cardi B kind of vibe, but you 3 girls together. So this one doing the hard rap, always after rap she kept on until morning, but she always jasigale no vibe. So kadna ngedi nalinti abakazi we ended up finding always sitting in the same corner. Cut the long story short, we did la 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 one thing list to la 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 na binjigiriza. But in that era, this one will go back to the parents. When we go out, nobody's talking about AIDS. Nobody's talking about pregnancies. The only advantage, I'd done some tour with, the group was called Clickstart. It was a ministry. We did like 30 schools and we're preaching these things by the pregnancy, AIDS, but we were given to read.
Without experience.
Yeah, like nobody was giving it as raw. Have you ever seen food and you don't taste it, but some people tell you it's nice?
It's nice, yes.
And psychologically, you can go there and buy it and thinking you're nice until you taste it and you're like, what was the whole
vibe about it?
So Madam number 1 gets pregnant. I'm looked for, she's in senior 5 now. I've left her in between the expulsion and senior 3 hours highway where I met Pastor Bugembe. Then again, God calls me because in the evening I used to sit with Pastor Bugembe and we're starting this church fellowship, singing in the evening. Senior 4 Chitante, then A-level I go to Makere High. It was that school where Desire was around Wandege.
Yes, I know it.
So you can imagine a secondary school in hostel and in Wandege, and you were a bit famous.
Disastrous.
Does those 3 make sense?
They do not.
So Madam gets pregnant. She's still in senior 4. I'm not bragging about it. I'm just sharing my story. It's not like I did anything right. Nigga, I was looked for. Police came outside Silk. LV searchers said I'm not in. They hid me in the fridge until like 8.
They switched off the fridge?
Yeah. No, not like in. Omanyi bino bifridge ebedda.
Yes.
Ne bagisindika maaso we bati bwe nodda kwanziba mu line. N'ozidde eri emabega bw'oti. Ajukira bazijjako it starts bringing heat.
Yes.
But now the heat of the police, you can't feel this heat. You can't feel this one. Because the club had authority, like, you know that word? Permissions, man, we have the permission to let you in. Yes. That's what they put on clubs. Eh? Yeah, we have the right of admission or something like that. So they can only enter after the club has closed. Kati banyiize edda babadde okubasaawa. Babakubidde akavubuka ke yatambulanga nako tukalaba kaba ku DV8 siriki. Babadindisiza okuva 11 mu mpewo babajja ku Jinja Road. Bagumye family yataddemu ssente. until she said, I'm just going to wake up and tell my family I don't know you, this is not your child. I didn't see that child until she was 2 or 3 years. That's when my mom comes back after like 17 years of not being here and is like, we need to meet these people. And we ended up to be cousins. Relationship too. We go.
Relationship too.
Again, this was deviate. Sam, the father is big in this country, likes me.
He liked you.
The girl.
The girl liked you.
But I've been in the other ruckus of the other chick. The girl was in senior 3. Night drinks are being sent. You can't tell him what does he want to eat today. What does he want? So the middleman is a woman. Ate kati abo bajja kunkuba bukubi ebyokunsiba tebajja mundeke. They will just be there. They won't arrest for who? Wherever you are, I'm not going to mention names. It's not like but few people even know your father or even it was your father. So but it's not personal, yeah. Because of this transaction of the people they were sending, somehow I felt this one gwaika okunzijako ekizibu kiri ninda kwana gwe kanfuukidde ekizibu. You know where I stay, people follow me. One thing led to another. That one grew into like real love. Now, us being like connected, I don't know how that family had money, but they always had money. And me, I didn't ask. So life became a bit even better. So when we eat at Nando's, we can go to Azawadi, we can sit and drink when Rajiv is there. Saleh's son, what's his name? He got married, is there. The owner of Renzori's son is there. Hey, we're living a good life. My kids ask me, next summer we're going to Miami. Are you coming? Did you get your ticket? Yeah, I booked. Yeah, I even didn't have a passport. Yeah. When we took, damn, I have like 10 shows. I have a show in Jamaica, I have a show in Miami. I can't come, man. I can't come. But you guys have a good time. Where the Navios sing from. Clear cut. Before even clear cut, Navio moves with Myth. Langman moves with JB. Not Azawadi. Those bars, they all have buildings there. Those who remember. They had like day shows, rap battles. First, we're partying the night during day because when their parents used to bring them, take them to Nando's eat. They do their rap. Very organized parents. At 7, they pick their children. Whatever they've done, we shall sort at home. But we bring you, pick you. So rap battles, singing battles. They had that beef. My father is rich. We are richer. Which car picked you yesterday? We are going to France this holiday. Cutting at the end. Cutting up Wednesday. Boy, Yakuba. So there I was with this one.
Second one.
That one grew. That one we lasted. But Romatu Muchiga, I was huge. I was big.
You were big. You were a big deal. You were a big deal.
I was crazy. I could feel it. So kati onaita nko mulabanga chi.
Like trash.
Jukira wali nava most like rented a house in Bukoto. It was the iron sheets were dripping. Now I've entered WBS. I'm on Teens Club. I'm doing the biggest shows in Kampala. Every international artist that comes,
you host them.
I'm hosting them. I'm having interviews with Wizkid. Before you people talk to Wizkid, before you talk to Davido, before you talk to... I have pictures with Beanie Man. I have pictures with Tiwa Savage when she's pregnant. Cautions. Name. Leave the things of hosting. When they come, it's the English show. They got to be on Teens Club. Because the show is during day. They can't wait for Jam Agenda on Wednesday. Or they are leaving before Wednesday. P Square. There are many men. I can't remember them. So I somehow... We had a baby this one. Second baby now. I want to see testing, bro.
You never tested before.
I'm too cool to get HIV, I think.
That's what you were thinking.
That's what I've grown to think. Because what beats me, I'd done a school tour about these things. But they totally left my head. But again, nobody was reminding me or telling me. This is why I'm doing these interviews.
Yeah.
Some of these things just need a reminder
Mm.
that this is still here. And it can't get you. You can't be too cool. You can't be too nice. You can't be too beautiful. So in between there was a class in Nyamko. And there were drugs. These kids. Man is there. One family brings one habit, another habit. That's why I even met LGBT people, and it was normal. That's why me up to now I don't have a problem with them because I saw them. People would come call you for pool party. This corner is here. This corner is here. This corner is drugs. This corner is champagne. This corner is the other corner in the parking lot, showing my car is stronger than yours. They bet 5 million, drive to Entebbe, come back. It's still one night party. So I was seeing all these things. Katia, I never fell in love again. That was like a roller coaster, my brother.
You're like, have you ever bitterly?
I was hurt. I disappointed her
The second
because
time?
she did nothing to me.
Mm.
It's just I got taken away.
Yeah, by the fame.
Because I can't get into a club and have like 10 girls with me and you want me to, who's that one? Who's that one? I can't be like, hey guys, it's the boys we're going to beat, say at Zawadi, let's come only boys. And again, they tell me in the parking, look, you just end up fighting every night. Yakubako from Vols, Yabakoa.
She would beat them.
That one, it was entirely my fault. But in the process, because Naya Inamuka sent, no, they're messing this girl. This girl can make me survive in Kampala. Namuga speed. And the story, to just say it, then you protect yourself. So that was a lot of things. Street jams, tour. That was a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
It comes to when Rajiv, around the time after Rouge 1, Rouge of Opera, Templar, Rouge of Ali Alibi. Then that's when Rajiv opened Sway. After, I think, he was bounced at Rouge. You know, they had that funny competition.
Yeah.
Atlas is fighting with Navio. They're throwing bars. GNL is fighting with Manyahu. Then Babaruku. Then the rich boys are saying, you don't have money, we have money. Bad Black is fighting with Zare. He was money. Ivan Semwanga is with Medi. So the club is... that's when Rajiv opens Sway, the late Rajiv, rest in peace. So he buys me out of Rouge. Remember being with the cool kids. So for him, he just wanted a place for the cool kids. We have they play our, you go ask for a song. When has dropped a song, nobody knows it because you're planned kids, you want it to be played. DJ tells you, Blake, at this time I can't play. Because those things just messed him up.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever you have, we can do.
Yeah.
And I have my people follow me. And remember, they are bottle people. So you'll be making money. They don't drink beer. And get a place where we do it. Lines.
Yes.
Without anybody. Looking at us at a police at it. That was a roller coaster. So that's when, didn't know then by TB fucks me up. Sorry if I can't say that.
Oh,
sorry, mixes me up. I've not tested yet.
You haven't tested.
You know, TB has one natural bad habit. After it doesn't disturb you, I come to hospital. You will go to hospital. It doesn't disturb. You know, HIV, you can survive with it, eat well. But TB, not you have to be sick every evening. You vomit whenever, anytime, anywhere. You become thin like a toothpick. So you know Darius Mugisha, I know he's your friend.
Yeah,
I was doing like I did a bit of like investigative off front page journalism for Red Pepper, Scoop, and because I was in the night, I could tell what artists were doing, which Slay Queen is doing what, who was the moment. So I was giving these stories, but people didn't know these stories were getting the papers, and it was me supplying them. So I joined Darius and Sally. Then I had Kumune and who in New Vision. Then I had Harry and Stanley in Red Pepper. So Darius had been my friend like from Rouge when they were buying house. He had been my friend for some time. He tells me, bro, you're going to die. Stop coming to the club in the night. Just stop. Get here, you drink, you're coughing. People are talking about you here and there. People think we don't care for you. But I'm big-headed. You're not my boss either. Have you had Rajiv tell me not to come? but it was coming from love.
Yeah.
So he tells Rajiv, let's let this boy off. He loves this, that's what he does, but just promise him you'll give him money. Let him sit home for 6 months.
Nobody knew you were sick by then.
I also don't know. And I don't know, you don't see yourself. It's whispers, huh?
Mm.
But those whispers had started years. That boy must be sick. The lips are turning a bit red. I'm losing. Even artists who are my friends way back are trying to.
Pull away from you.
You call, they go to Angers. No, they don't go with you. You used to go as a bandwagon in Silk. They are now
Distant.
Buzz is no longer calling you for gigs. Soda companies are distancing from you. So I think the whole stay in the nightclub was solace. It's where you could find my happiness. I don't think about who was gone, I still have people talk to me. But I was hearing the rumors. You hear?
Yeah.
You are eating me, but not to that level because I was still on top. You abuse me tomorrow, I'm this kid. You all stop the jazz. You go to another level. You abuse me tomorrow, I do a platinum show. So I was beating you back. So it didn't eat me up. Now it ate me up when they gave me that leave. Because I used to buy Action or Panadol every evening when I'm hitting, I'm sweating, I'm hitting. Somehow, somewhere, someone talks to my mom, like, your child will die because it looks like he's alone in this world and he doesn't listen to anybody. So mom tells me, they told me you have a cough, but there's a good medicine. She had started with a big doctor in Mulago when they were here. There's a doctor in Mulago, he said he has a cure for it. That's just cough. They set me up. They did their tests. So she gives me TB tablets. She gave me a form. It had like 40 pages. Now the cuts, Me even going to Mulago, how do I brand cuts? What am I doing in Mulago? But because it was English and you want to pass the main door, you're going to pass up, you can put on a cap, I'll give you special room. So I just signed. I'm like, after all, for my mom, I don't think my mom can wish me back. Kumba was signing full, take care of me. So first gave me a bunch of tablets, they were TB tablets, but they have side effects in between there. Then he tells mom the boy is sick. He'll need to get his immune is down. He'll need to get to ARVs ASAP. Now, in between there is when I can't add up years. People will know places.
Okay.
Is when I think those 6 months drove me to God of the leave, reminding me of God, because I remember that's when I'm saying, God, if you want me to die, I'll die. Even lightning can kill me. I'm not going to struggle with things. When running back to church is when I see fear in church. So the fact that these musicians have messed me up, they're not. You be home 2 months and no musician knows where you are, nobody has called you. Yet we've been partying like for the last 3 years every day. I've been getting you gigs. I've been putting you on stages you don't know. I've been doing PR for you in newspapers. I've been playing you on TV. You bring your music. They say this music can't. That NTV, no, you work there. But let me tell you, a Ugandan song to play on NTV was like getting the song to play on MTV Base.
MTV Base and B.
Bro, yeah. You know these things.
I know. MTV is still a thing.
There's a time Dixon came for interview. They said he's not a product of NTV. I told them I've gone. I've walked away. If he's not on TV, I've gone. Vic Michael's first song was banned from that TV. It was a combination of me and Douglas who are like, bro, these are the songs on the streets. So all of you have disappeared now, bro.
All the people you put up there.
All the people over 7 years of my time. I mean 7 years where you could even make man and guy tells you I don't have transport. I'm like, I'll sort you. I'm raising money for a video. I'll add up on you. Only these things were never on camera. So anyway, when I ran back to church, I didn't go back to KPC because I felt like prodigal son. I felt like I betrayed them. I hurt them. Because KPC had a level, like anything to do with youth in church, I was among the top 5 you could look for in that church. You can ask that to Mitch, you can ask that First Love, you can ask that to Limitex, because those are our mentors, those are the people we're dealing with, the top dogs. Yeah. So when it came to talking to the youth, they talked to me to talk to them. Wow. So I felt like a prodigal son. I ran because my mother, I remember when we were children, her church was Miracle Center. because our grandmother was serving with Pastor Kayanja. They started that on street when church was Wiwempe.
Yes.
My grandmother was with Pastor Kayanja. So psychologically, there was that in-depth into even them going abroad. It was involved with church and them going. So that's why all my uncles got to live. So I'm like, no, I have a home. I don't think if I got into this church and talked about my grandmother or mother, I can fail to get where to sit and somebody to pamper me. I think I was also looking for Christ and where can I run? The world I've been in 7 years is bashing me now.
Yeah.
Headlines are moving in articles of people I used to give. You can see there's a time Red Pepper followed me for 9 hours. And the headline, I think they didn't want to batch me because I was giving them stories. But the sexual network that is causing HIV in Uganda that put other people, but mine was the biggest. They followed me from around 6 from the restaurant I ate, the club I went, the hostel I went, the drink I drank, coming in, remember Chicken Tonight one day buying food, dropping the girls I stay. It was too much. So I ran to God, and you know when somebody worships and you feel like your spirit is there and you're now telling God, I think, yeah, this is my new home. So she's a good singer. So somehow, somewhere, of course, church telling everybody knows. She has never even seen me. She even doesn't know me. She didn't watch Teens Club. She has not watched Smanya Exposed. Bulik. So it's Exodus. Go I tell that girl can worship. I wish you get that girl to record a song of worship. Her worship is like, you know that worship that gives you goosebumps?
Yes.
You feel like God is moving in your legs, up, down, in your ears and your eyes. So it connects me. Now, the next, I listen to some of the songs he has done. I'm like, no, you need to do a song. Remember, I have the background of Kirk Franklin. You need a song that can appeal to the world. You know, like Exodus has Ganja Man, but you bring worship in that direction. So by then, because Kazoro of Entertainment in Mwiri, we had that click, he had done Buddies, the studio.
Yes.
I'm like, no, my friend has a studio. I don't think they'll charge us. Let's go. We'll get what to do. So Fia's first song is I Need You. Go listen to it. She even cried at the end. Now, her coming back to that song is the pain I was telling her. So she had told, when I opened up, she also opened up the pain they grew up facing. So we both needed one person. I need you, oh, and I need you all the time. Things I've been through, things I'm going through. If you go listen to that song,
It's a gospel song.
she cries even at the end. It's a gospel song. But now because I was working in the nightclubs, a slow song was going to be hard for me to what?
To push.
Yeah. Then I'm asking her, she was working as, I think, a survey during the day at Nakmat. Ask her, I'm like, you're too pretty, you can sing. Because I'm from the world, your perspective of life is totally different from where I am. Girls like you are dealing with rich men, driving good cars. What's your story? But the God in her, like you can tell these people. I'm like, okay, then write something about you that life is not about money. Because you've shown it to me.
You were the one giving her ideas for the songs.
I did the first 5 platinums. And the music added the words, but the topics,
it was you.
Yeah. Because me now, I was writing music comparing the world and where I am. That's why those 6 months, I'm not working the night. So all the night I'm in studio or picking up from church after rehearsals. You're getting, I have the time. So where have you been at is, I've never seen a girl like you. We jump on a border together. You tell her this, because now Sway has told me to go and leave. I want to Kukuta and go to Rouge. Because the order, even Steve Jean was involved in this Kakuyega of let him rest for 6 months. Steve Jean was like, I'm going to do you shopping every week. Pick it at no money. Pick it at the supermarket. Pick whatever you want. Go home. So you see how God works in these cases. But it's not like Steve Jean was talking to Rajiv. Rajiv's case was cut. You're not fired. Go heal. Go treatment. Get back body. So that people stop thinking. Because for them, the perspective was, Mokoze someone already. You're making a sick person work every night. You're draining him and he's drinking, he's smoking. We see him coughing his lungs out. You people have some, this is your friend. Then Steve, because he had seen me with the Bennons, Bumpers, had seen my story, saw me at Deviate with Rota. He's like, well, you're not fine. Maybe he didn't tell me about HIV. But me, I've given you an offer. Milk, biscuits, cornflakes, so home is sorted. Rajiv's money can sort rent. In the night, what am I doing?
Nothing, you're home resting.
Studio with Fee. So that all Ash Beauty from Ash's album. She wrote the Mommy song. Mommy, I love you, the Chinyarand one, because she was explaining how their mama stood by them even when they didn't have anything.
Yeah.
So Fee, that's how we get into a relationship. That was also love because it grew with time. It wasn't Kawundo Kakubi, I met you in the club, I had a vibe. But now I have HIV and I know. Remember, I've already met the doctor.
The doctor.
And when they started giving me too many medicines, I'm not dumb. Then I also remember I have time. I went back and started reading these 400 pages of a paper you made me sign. What are they about? I ate wire. I called my mom, like, what the? How could you? And she was like, what did you want me to do? I was told you don't listen to anybody in Kampala. You hate. By then I hated my dad because I felt he neglected me at a point when he raised me. Nganinga musika, sort of. Sorry to my family, but they could also say it. I could choose the food we eat, where to go.
You're like the air.
Hey, Katati, you just bash me and leave me. I'm like, you dude, I'm going to be a star. You look for me one day. I'm done with you. Chapter closed. I didn't talk to him like 7 years. In Kampala, here, no call, no visit, no nothing. Be what I be. That is the story for another day. I told you I cut wire when I got to know, but reality hit in, man.
Yeah.
You know, they also bring in hustlers there. You're going to die, bro. Now remember, I already have 2 kids. So Nene Buliranga, they have 2 kids. If you die, who's going to look after these kids? Where are we? So when Mama Abby knows I'm HIV positive, I honestly told her the last thing I want to do is to get you sick. But she had got me doing ARVs like 3 years prior. So I tell Mom, I'm like, even if we lie to ourselves, how? One day we shall sleep together. What should I do? Mom calls the friend doctor, but the friend doctor had been moved over to Australia. She was really big in Mulago. Those people started ARVs in Mulago, like pushing the campaign, people to believe ARVs work, sitting corporate people down, seminars in companies.
Yeah.
So I think she did well, and the NGOs bought her. You know how Ugandan people, you get good here, people just buy you out of here. I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah.
I went to London, I fought best engineers. They are in London. Very organized, huge. Anyway. Calls the doctor. Doctor's like, no, has it been really taking? Now TB is done. For TB, because it had squeezed me, I did the medicine. Very organ. Remember, I even had the other 60 months.
Yes.
So I reduced alcohol. I was like, the AIDS may not kill me, but this TB for it has shown me
Fire.
I saw fire everywhere. Do you know what it means? Sweating and heating every evening for like 2 hours. Your poo, your susu smells a certain way. Like even when you pee around people, it has a stench. You cough and blood comes out. You just have to get into your senses and be like, bro, I have 2 kids and I want my life. Now you medicine. I'm going to, if it means eating, yeah, I'll eat you. Now they've told me it's the only option. I asked, do you have drips? They're like, now if it goes to extra, you'll have to get, is it 150 injections? And when you get this, by then TB, if you get to, because you're going to spread it to other people who are innocent.
Yeah.
So government would lock you in Mulago until you finish those 150 what?
Injections.
I think even that was my biggest fear. How long do they lock me there? Like 5 until you finish there. And you take, I have like how many every day too? Oh. These tablets, how many every day too? Oh. You sleep alone and sense
comes back into your head.
So the doctor says, no, I'm sending a doctor to Mulago to see whether, I don't know the English word, it messes me, where you get whereby you've been on ARVs and now, yeah, it's not unpredictable, but you can't spread. Yeah. And I checked, I told her, it's only us 3 that knew. But again, the room has gone. And now, in fact, after It's Not About Money becomes a hit, I tell the person, because he was my friend, I tell the person who I used to give the stories, the freelance stories for, that, do you know that opened up to feel that I'm HIV and is okay with it. You know what the nigga did?
He spread the rumor in red paper.
First page red paper.
Bro,
Cats gave me HIV.
what? I remember that.
I still have that paper in my house. 9 years down the road. Do you know the high-end days of red paper?
I remember those.
The papers that used to get off street by 10 in the morning.
10 cuts by, there's a time by 9 a.m.
And your front page. What? So you can imagine family, friends, relatives, judges, uncles, aunties. Now the most certain part around that time, second baby mama is sick also with HIV. Now that I'm educated, I know the medication and all that, I take it, but the parents were a bit still old school. They didn't buy the whole medication thing. I was telling Mitch, I saw that girl practically die, but I had no choice. They refused to give that girl ARVs.
But if they had given her the
I'd
ARVs,
got better. Me people, because by then we didn't have cameras. If you had seen me the days I'm telling you, so you could tell me go home. But just because I was a star, there were few people who had the balls to tell me that. She got to that level. The mom didn't want to talk to me. I'm like, bro, you're not going to pinpoint. I also don't know how I'm here. I don't know how I'm here. I don't know that she went with it or she got it for me. I don't know how I'm here. I'm just leaving. I'm not going to go back and cry. Anyway, fast forward. How I really wish. You know these new test kits?
Yeah.
I've seen one called Test Now. By the way, these days what I do, I move with one, not because I move with one because I need it. But you know, these Kampala girls think they've seen it. So you'll go to a club and see a girl and I'll just drop it there. It's up to you if you use it, you use it. When I go for my checkups in Mulago, I pick as many as they can give me.
Yeah.
So I move with them in the car.
It's called AIDS by Abbott.
Yes, by Abbott. It's called checking.
Check
No, the fact that I went to Mulago for I call her my sister now because she's been doing my for 9-10 years. Winnie told me, by the way, girls were always out. These things are free, so I packed like a box. So when I'm sorry, I smoke and I'm packing my cigarettes, I pack like 3 of these. Random in bus. Random. Because me, I'm in bus, I'm seeing what you're doing. I know what you do. I see when they are leaving you. So randomly, I just give it to you. Can't see which, you know. Man, just in case you're overballing with that nigga, yeah, you better. I do it for fun but I do it when ndabanga oyocha. You know when you go to this bar omulaba in that bar that's bad joint. When ndabanga oyochanga.
Kwata.
Nkuwanga asaga naye. Chiri gyoli kwaga I can't force you. Anyway, they are lucky they have these things. For us, you have to wait and you know, there's a time the only checkup point was the big hospitals, Mulago, Mengo, Zambia. Do people know the things? You couldn't check until, and it had to be tomorrow. And you don't get results there and then. Nobody come back in 4 days.
4 days.
People couldn't stand the pressure for 4 days.
But with Abbott check now, you
get there and then 15 minutes, you know. And you know one thing I've learned, Mbukulu, if I'd known my status, I would have protected myself. Yeah. Because you know you're clean. It's just like knowing your floor is clean. Yeah. You like they were walking into your office here and you tell us, they told me to put on the shoes again. It's not like I'm also putting them on. They were walking in there and tell people take off your shoes. Yes. Because you know inside is what? It's clean. But if you don't know what's inside, and everyone will come, or where be cool, wachi, or where be yenje, or where bunza, everyone will just walk in. But immediately you know you're clean. And I've grown to wish I'd known. I've never tested all my life. People can bear with me. Clickstyle, forget that company. We did over 40 schools and these were the messages I was spreading. We used to go to Little Flowers every Saturday during holidays and tell people these things. Anyway, so that's how Abby comes into the picture. Now,
but Fia was okay.
Fia allowed.
She's okay.
Yeah, she's 100% okay. I had to do a test like every, I think, week. For just in case. Doctors may say this and... So Fia, the music kind of like separated us. I blame it entirely on the music. All that time I was doing the proposals. Now imagine the woman is allowed to sleep with me when she's a star and I'm positive. I had to do something like that. That was love, like kneeling down on national TV,
Because I
NTV
remember
exposed,
it was NTV exposed. I was at home. I remember I was in senior 3.
and those were the big bus.
Those were the big.
Now big bus like
Bus TV awards.
BET, Palm Award kind of bus.
So I'm in senior 3. I'm seated on TV. Cuts, you're hosting. After Fia's performance, you get down on one knee.
And the whole crowd goes,
And the whole world went crazy.
They're like, at
I'll
last,
never forget
they
that
were like,
Saturday.
at last the bad boy has given up.
I will never forget that Saturday. No, I was not actually in senior 3. I was in senior 5.
Yeah, I know. I already noticed you want to be young. It's cool, bro. Still young. Okay, you're Gen Z. What can we say?
Anyway, Cats, the whole of Uganda went crazy.
But then I'd won Buzz Awards for 5 consecutive years.
Yes.
So I was the biggest Buzz product. I was bigger than even the artists.
Yeah.
The only artist that could beat me on Buzz was Peter Miles, Bebe Cool, Chameleon. The rest I could kill you. And Bobby, yeah. The rest you could come and I put you down with your music. Down, 100% down. And boys kneeling down, will you marry me? Those kids have seen me for 6 consecutive years. Bad boy. 5 awards.
Wow.
I now counted, I have 16 awards and I'm looking at them, I'm like, naitwa alibadde office nga zagirangako sente.
I know. So
if each one of them I had like at least 1 million, all of them are in my sitting room looking at me. I'm like, now what are you helping me? Anyway, so that's how Abby was born. Then in between there were these things of Twegudde Street Jam, Twekuddeko I Like You. There were 2 kids in there. Those ones I don't talk about them so much because their moms are not high. The fact that this HIV thing and they moved on, there are people who can't believe you are with me, but the kids are negative.
Yeah.
But the families, you know how Uganda can be. Oh, yali that was he has a baby with cuts. He's bringing disease into our family, and they are now married people.
Wow, but the girls are okay.
The girls okay, the children are okay.
That's good to know.
I have 6 kids, none of them is on medicine. God works in mysterious ways.
Wow. How old is your firstborn?
Firstborn is 22.
Wow.
Interesting. And you were saying I'm old now, confirm. But I started early. I was having sex at 17. I was on Teens Club, bro.
I know.
I was in DV8. No, even like your TV starting in the night, you're drinking, and these women are available, and you don't have anyone to tell you stop.
And your parents were always traveling abroad.
My mom had not been here for long. Way back, people went in abroad America way back. I had to first get papers. Those papers were 10 plus years.
Yes.
Then she had moved on from my dad. She didn't want to come back with this ruckus of so like 16 solid not here. Yeah. And dad to
you guys were apart, you were not.
Yeah. So what I can say with this story is my regret is I wish I had somebody who had told me. But again, I don't regret because I'd been told, but me, I thought I was too cool
to know.
No, not to know, to get it.
To get it.
Na mujja wansi bamudivye. Kati me in my head, HIV abera mu Katanga. Abamu ghettos. Sorry, no, I'm not saying it that way.
Yeah. But that's what you had.
That's what I had because I'm dealing with ministers' kids. Where did they pick HIV from?
Wow. I'm
dealing with ambassadors' kids. Them and HIV can't be in the same what? Now that's the problem right now, my brother. People are using eyes. As long as he has a cool car, corporate gig, he can't have HIV. Have you been with them the last 10 years? Not 10, 2 years, 2 months, yesterday. Sorry to several Christians here, but sexuality has turned into going to a cafe and buying a snack.
People having casual sex, young people having casual sex.
And all ages. I'm seeing things. People have sex for lunch breaks. People have sex. They go to the gym. After the gym, they go there. Everybody is married. They go home. People having sex in parking in bars, but they're not together. Are they all carrying condoms?
Not
Are they all knowing who slept with who the other day?
And then they do not know the statuses of the people they are having it
Have you
with.
seen all these sex tapes coming? Have you seen any with a condom?
I don't watch the sex tapes.
Sorry, but you should. It's society.
Yeah, I get you.
All of them, none of them has a condom.
Mm.
And you're going to hear them on TikTok. Young girls, 19, 22, saying, that was my husband when you slept with mine, I slept with yours. Then that one first got us, gave me fake dollars. Then that one started with me. Do you know how many young kids are desperate to be like Sheila Gashomba right now? Leave alone these things. By the way, let me tell you, young girls, you're seeing Sheila now. I met Mr. Frank Gashomba when I'd done teens club for we're walking out. Flavia made me walk out. It was like background this. So we did teens club, I think 5 years, 5.5.
Yeah.
So when I enter NTV, I met NTV had a partnership with that salon at Garden City. You know how you have Sparkles, yeah, where they used to give us free haircuts. So that's where I met Mr. Frank Gashomba. And it being I'm cutting my hair in Sparkles and I work on TV, I think was like, this kid must be connected. And you know, I'm already used to how they behave. I acted top connected. Nange siri bubi. Yeah, no way.
You're a planned kid, Cats. You're a planned kid.
So it's like, how can my daughter get what? On TV? Because I see you people left WBS. You know that Kagap was there before the Sheilas came.
Yeah.
Teens Club, Yanyenya. So I sent Mr. Frank to Jackie. So I don't want people to see Sheila and think Sheila is today. Sheila's grinded.
Sheila has grinded.
Like 4 years on WBS, and when she was still in school, Kaboja, she comes to NTV another like 5.
No, I remember she was at City Parents because she studied with my siblings.
That's the time of WBS.
WBS. Yes.
So if you want to fly over and drive a Range Rover Sport, hold an iPhone 17, and live in an apartment or one of the 5-star hotels today, you've been here because you're beautiful 3 years.
Sheila has grinded.
She has been beautiful ever since. We've been seeing her. Let's go to high end like Zari. You people, Zari came from Ginger. Zari yakuba governor yonga, nobody knows Zari. Those Rasta Rob stories are not mimics. Those things were there. Zari hustled our way, hustle, went to South Africa. That's how we got Ivan. People forget 10, 15 years of people and you want to do them in 2, 3 years.
You want to get whatever they have.
Like, are you okay? Okay, you may have even I don't know if this social should be even Katrina si wa miaka je.
Katrina is zero.
You people are seeing Katrina now. Katrina is rouge. Nga tebamukiriza na kuyingira rouge. Nga she parties from amnesia. Go ask Nimrod, go ask which DJ was in there. Katrina was a girl who could come, or by then yali abera matching you where. And proudly, because she was always with us, Nagamba, I don't have transport to go home. You want to be a Katrina yesterday?
She's hustled her way up.
I may not know what exactly she did, but it wasn't yesterday. It wasn't to Dembo. They lie these kids, you're going to have sex with somebody in a 5-star hotel and they give you $10,000.
In just a year.
What have you given him he has never seen? You're the first one. Or you're an angel. Those are lucky days. And this muntu yakubye sente ali mu vibe. Akme $1 million ebbiri okuwako omutwalo pocket change. Nesatu agikuwa tugirabye nga bagigaba. Nimbagaba na bagenda ku snap nga wabadde naye jo mundu ngona snapping emitwalo 3 nga solid azirina. Nayo mukubi. Ate omukubi ta dating, omukubi deals with the new face on town. As long as it comes another one, pack your bags, go. It's my money, it's not your money. I do what I want. They gave them a car, then after 3 months the car was taken. No, the apartment has now become hard. They can't pay for the apartment. You think that is magic? So girls out there, and the worst part, people get pissed with me. Sorry, I don't want to talk a lot.
Say the truth.
When you sit with this, the good thing, Judith Hard is really speaking the truth. And now Bad Black is also these days coming out.
Yeah, people are coming out.
People who have been on top are coming out saying the truth. When you get there is nothing. It's even more empty.
You just get emptiness.
You're going to be in a hotel the whole day, watch TV, drive your car. People used to party with you, start fearing you. It's lonely at the top. Jay-Z says it's lonely. Simple things like talking to romantic Muchiga, sitting calling you for a cup of tea,
Yeah.
going with my kids to a supermarket and they pick simple ice cream is life. The rest is just fantasy sold to you. It's Kim Kardashian. It's
Plastic.
Look at those people like Kim Kardashians. Let me teach this new generation.
Yeah.
Before they do all these things, they're checked. Because I don't know why they don't put this in all these reality shows. Love and hip hop, love and talanta, whatever. Everybody to get into that reality show, you checked cancer, HIV, hepatitis. You checked. You're not going to bring your diseases in our circles. But they don't show it on camera. You just don't get into a reality show with your whatever and you start messing with people because anything can happen during the shows. Yeah. And you're watching these things and you're not searching what's behind. Do you know every rich man I know now who a bet is causing moves with testing kits? Every rich man I know right now, his dashboard has 3 or 4
testing kits.
And you girls are moving with makeup and cologne and lipstick
without testing kits.
At times you start seeing that boy is cool. The boy had nothing to lose. You know, there's a bunch of boys in Kampala who say, I better say, when I say it in Luganda, you translate it.
Yeah.
Nafete twabulonda ku kkubo.
We did not pick the disease from the road.
And they got into sugar mummies to get Mac X's and get iPhones and get clothes, but they didn't love and Subarus. They didn't love the women, so they find the real excitement with these girls in bars. But first of all, they have their muscles. They have their 500 to spend. Sugar mummy amwadde akakadde for service today. So kuliako emitwalo 3 naawe nakuwako 200 is naye nasigazako 500 is pocket change. Nagamba nange saabulonda. And this, let's end. You know, the problem, I'm still in the system.
So there's a wave of.
There are too many waves. I'm looking at these kids.
Spreading this disease. And what, as you as
bro, the most annoying thing is married women and men.
What?
I'm telling you, bro. The people are going to hate me. People start running away.
No, it's okay. People need to know.
Not madam, you cheated, you annoyed him. There's this. Mr. Gashuma calls them smartwire.
Smartwire.
Clean, muscled, iPhone 17. Doing his bottle. How many is a bottle? Is a 300, 400. This women have this thing, let me over revenge, but let me remove this pain. Then I take it for the married men. There's this new era of girls of, you know, the thing with Rusirika, you've not been sleeping within a week.
Yeah.
These girls want 200,000. And probably shisha and some drinks.
He goes and sleeps.
So instead of coming home at another 4 hours, my 500 can take when I come home and look like I'm happy. This is a bunch of girls you're seeing sleeping 4, 5 in apartments. So that money is collected. So take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Love is a beautiful thing. And I said this when I was doing an interview with Mitch. Really sorry for people I broke hearts. I was just in a mess. The late Brenda, sorry wherever you are, but your daughter has grown so beautiful. Brianna is awesome. She's in senior 6. Awesome girl. Mama Abby, life happened. We all just got messed up. Everyone was tied in the house. We couldn't. It was 2 fireworks in the house. We couldn't. We were gonna burn the house down. Trust me. And lastly, I'll say this, and I said it before. If God ever, I want to thank God because I'm alive. I don't want to thank the medicine too much. I would have died the other time. The time I was in London when I wanted to kill myself.
I remember that the mental toll it took on you.
Yeah, I went to rehab. That's why I was telling somebody I need to do a podcast about men coming out to talk.
Yeah.
I was tired, bro. I was telling God, why did you give me HIV? Who did I abuse? Who did I kill? All I ever did is love people, see people happy. I had my weaknesses, but man, I grew up with you. I served you. What did I do wrong? And my biggest question was, who gave me HIV? The puzzles never added up. That's why I'm telling somebody out there, test, because you can't know. You can't read your eyes. You can't know where that person was yesterday, the other day. Man, the only person you trust is you testing. Even if you're married,
So where can people get those testing kits?
me, apparently, I'm getting them from Mulago. But I was, because it's where I do my checkup.
Yes.
Remember that contract I signed?
Yes.
Initially, I didn't know life.
It's a life thing. They are to take care of you for life.
And Uganda AIDS Commission came in, so I'm their product, testing me to see how levels of ARVs, because ARVs come changing.
Yeah.
The ARVs you do in this year, not the ARVs you do the next year, because your cells, your CD4 counts, your cells be also growing, you grow with them.
Yeah.
So, but Winnie told me they're in all government hospitals.
Okay.
And what are they called? Referrals, those small, as long as
Health
it's government,
centers.
health centers, yeah.
Health centers, yes.
The good thing, this one you test there and then, and you get the results there and then.
Okay.
But you're advised to go recheck with the doctor.
Okay.
But this one gives you some results.
Okay. So it's called what category is the Ministry of Health? Check now.
It's what I know is check now.
Check now.
It's HIV. It has 3 language.
Yeah.
And it's from Abbott. And I think by the time the three things are out, Ministry of Health has stamped and sealed. Yeah. Yeah.
Katz, as we're winding up, do you still talk to Fear?
So much. That's my friend.
She's your friend.
Bro, we're hustling. Bro, Fear, in between that, the woman I've said I don't talk to, we had a beautiful, by then I had some money, beautiful apartment in Chiwatule, after Chiwatule, what?
Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria. Those flats had just come. 2 cars, beautiful things. But again, I was still up and down, that to be honest. So I left that house with everything. Fee housed me in a house for 3 months in a 1 room.
Fee housed you?
My clothes were in the car.
She housed you?
That's my friend.
She's your friend?
We started from scratch.
So do you have any hopes of marrying one day?
It's my wish. But I don't want to marry wrong. What I'm seeing in this world is scaring me. You know, when you're seeing things in the night, you're like, yes, Umukama. I may strangle somebody, this person. By them, there's a time, the time I was with PA, because it was 10, 11 years. There I was going to get married, just like we were busy. She's touring, I'm this side, then I tell you Yombie, then I tell she has gone to London, then I tell in Dubai, then I tell is this man, then there's this guy. Hey, but now, to be honest, me, I'm scared.
God will bring you the right person. God will bring it. Like you see, like you called upon his name and he saved you from death. I'm sure God is going to bring you that.
Let me just give you this now a testimony.
Yeah.
So in London, when I want to kill myself, they bought me Poppy, real police and an ambulance. So I was under hospital arrest.
Under hospital arrest.
Naturally, they figured I was not looking okay. Then they figured I want to kill myself. So the first thing they do is take you to a mental hospital. So it's inside the hospital. For them, they don't have Butabika.
Yeah.
Inside Mulago, there's a mental hospital.
There's a mental hospital.
How they take off my blood. It's money to check is it levels of what. There's those machines they put on you that do these things. They check my CD4 and it's 2.
We almost lost you guys. We almost.
The doctors had to call a meeting, like, you know, calling 4 departments. In America, in London, they've never seen a walking human. Even 5, they are dead.
CD4 count was 2.
2.
That time when
my mom is in America. They called my mom. They're like, come, you need to be here. She had to fly from America, Uganda to London. Over, I think, 27 hours.
That time when you said I'm on holiday, I can quit today.
My plan was kill yourself in London, figure out I have aunties there, we'll sort these things. Yeah, that's the time even I've separated free. We started breaking up. There's love gap, regret gap. I need to just sit down, man. Wow. Can I speak one last one?
It's okay. It's very fine. It's okay.
This is for the men out there.
Yeah.
When you're seeing these breakups of these days, I even don't know why you're breaking up. Have you ever dated somebody and you don't sleep with them for 3 years?
No.
But you know who they're sleeping with?
Wow. Guys, that's been it. It was a pleasure hosting you, Katz. And I'm really so humble. Thank you for coming to share your story. And I believe that
No, you're doing a great job.
Thank you
As
so
long as we bring up sanity into people.
Yeah.
I've told people I'm not doing any more broadcasts. As long as I see you on TikTok and you're talking Lugandans, I'm done. I've done enough for them. I can't and as long as it's not bringing hope, what's the use?
Yeah.
We're losing a huge generation. I don't know, you English people, I don't know how your things work, but me, where I'm coming from, everything now looks normal. Cocaine is normal, sex is normal, sleeping around is normal, sleeping with married men is normal, sleeping with married women is normal, drinking 24 hours is normal, getting high for 3-4 days is normal. I was telling her, robbing money is normal. Like, there's nothing that is not normal. I think it's only death. Homosexuality now, people are being paid. I know, I will get in trouble.
Guys,
but I know people you're looking at to and
they're doing funny things for money. Katz, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. This is time for Romantic Wichiga. Continue liking, subscribing, sharing. This has been a great testimony. Who knew that one time Katz would come out? He has always inspired people. But the fact that he decided to come out about his status, guys, I hope you've learned a lesson. If you have ears, listen. If you have do not check.
You're not doctors.
You're not doctors. Do not check for someone's HIV status with the eyes. Don't look at them with the nyash.
Are you okay?
Guys, go and test. Anyway,
for that body can't have HIV. Somebody said that body can't have HIV. Where can it hide?
Guys, till next time.
The body is too good.
Bye. Bye. Guys,
did we drink this?
That was nice.
Thank you too.
That was nice, man. That was
no man has been inspiring anybody.
Wait, this story? Again, that is good. Thank you.
What time do you go to TikTok? You look for money.